Alrighty guys, welcome back to the channel. I do feel a little bit better tonight, so I thought I'd run a baseball game, digital, so I don't have to do too much to manage it. Kind of just let it do its own thing. And I was just going through my inside pitch game, and I was like, I'll just choose this season, and it just so happens the first game that popped up was the St. Louis Cardinals and the New York Mets, which I think is going to be a really good matchup. So I thought I would do that game for you tonight. So, without further ado, once we get everything lined up here, we'll get some inside pitch baseball for you tonight and keep things rolling on the channel. Still not feeling great, but I'm better tonight. I do feel better, so got a little bit of energy. So again, trying to keep above, what's expected, so that way if something happens and I can't do it, that way I'm able to. Let's see what we want to do now. That's not it at all. That's a little bit better. Let's bring this up over here. We'll put this over here. Slide this like that. And yeah, we should be good to go. So pitching matchup today is Tom Glavine and Chris Carpenter, two great pitchers. And New York's lineup is Jose Reyes is at shortstop. Paul Luduca is a catcher. Carlos Beltran is the center fielder. Carlos Delgado is the first baseman. David Wright is the third baseman. Moses Alou is in left field. Sean Green is in right field. Jose Valentin is at second base. And pitching today, Tom Glavine. For the Cardinals, it is David Epstein is the shortstop. Preston Wilson is the right fielder. Albert Pujols is first base. Scott Rowland is at third base. Yadier Molina is the catcher. Jim Emmons is in center field. So Tagachi is in left field. Adam Kennedy is in second base. And Chris Carpenter is pitching. So, looking forward to this one. Let's give it a roll and see how it goes. 1-1 is a walk. That is an 11. Chris Carpenter is a righty, so that will be a 11. Against right-handers, that is an 11. But because they're -1, it takes it to a 10. So that will be no walk. No, don't want to intentionally walk. So we will roll on the card. Again, taking me a second. That's going to be fly ball center field. Edmonds will be making the catch out there, one away. All right, Chris Carpenter back on the mound, and a possible strikeout. 0, no strikeout by Paul Luduca. A 3-6 is going to be lined right at Epstein at short for the second out of the inning. Chris Carpenter will throw a blank. Beltran will go 6-2, which is going to go out to left field. Taguchi's there. And it's a beautiful 1-2-3 inning for the Cardinals in Busch Stadium at home to start the 2007 season. They're up against a very tough matchup here with Tom Glavine. And it's going to be David Epstein to start the season off for the Cardinals. 1-3, he is a righty, so that'll be an automatic out. Ground ball to Valentin for the out. 2-5 is a possible walk. 6 is going to be too low of a number to get. So he's going to punch it out to left field, and Moses Alou will make the catch. 2 quick outs for the Cardinals. Blank by Glavine. 5-3 is going to be ground ball to Valentine, and just like the Cardinals, it's a beautiful 1-2-3 inning for the Mets. And we are well underway here. This could be a very low-scoring game. Two great defensive teams, two great pitchers, not much offense. 5-3 is a hit by pitch, and he's nailed him. So aboard he is, and we're going to try the pickoff attempt. A 9 is nothing, so nothing happens. 6-5 is a blank. David Wright is up. He's going to pop it up in the infield. Eckstein will make the catch for the first out. Nothing on the strategy roll this time. A blank on Carpenter's card to Moses and Lou. And he's going to get it passed into left field. And I got to remember how to do this now. Base running is a 0 for Carlos Delgado. We're going to check the second die roll because we rolled a 1. The second die roll is a 3. If the adjusted base runner is less than 1, the runner is going to hold. So he will hold. I believe. All right, so we got runners at first and second now with 1 out. Defense will go to double play depth, and Carpenter with the windup in the pitch and a possible strikeout, but the 20 is too high. Sean Green is going to hit it into center field. 18 is going to be caught out there. Fly in center field. And Edmonds makes the nice catch, keeping the ball in play. 6-6, nothing. And another pop-up in the infield, and Eckstein's going to get it on the edge of the grass. And even though the Mets had an opportunity there, they could not punch it through, and we stay scoreless after 1.5 innings of play. Thanks for joining me, everyone. I appreciate it. Inside pitch, one of my favorite games. Scott Rowland. 6-3, and that's going to be a fly ball into right field. This time it's Green out there making the catch. 1-5 is a blank. Yadier Molina grounds it right back to Glavin. Glavin knocks it down. Gets off the mound and tosses it to first. No problem. Home run question mark, but a 1-2 is not good enough against the lefty. So Jim Emmons is going to have to work cut out for him here. Right field it is. At a 5 is going to be a base hit, and the Cardinals have their first man aboard. So Chagachi, and he is not going to strike out. And that is going to go to left field this time, and it's going to be a base hit. And once again, it is a 3 base running adjustment. Roll the 1, so you look at the second die. The second die says if it's less than or equal to the adjusted base runner, the lead runner advances. If roll is less than or equal to the trailing runner's base running, so I believe he is going to advance to third. The dice is not, so I think that's right. The base running advancement's always been a little winky in this game. The one thing I've never been a big fan of. So Tom Glavine now has 2 men aboard and 2 outs. And it's a range play. And that is going to go to right field. That is Green. He's a 1 or 2. This could be good for the Cardinals. No, he's going to make the catch out there. Mr. Green saves the day and keeps it scoreless after 2 innings. We go to the top of the third. Tom Glavine at the plate. Tom Glavine. Fly ball center field. Back to the top of the order, Jose Reyes. And that's going to be a single past third base. And he's going to try the steal. If the roll is less than or equal to the stolen base rate, then safe. He's higher, he's out. So he's going to be thrown out, or caught stealing, actually. So the stolen base, you don't want to steal on the Yadier Molina. They just don't learn that. They just haven't learned that yet. As I believe 2004 was Molina's rookie season. So he's only been in the big leagues a few years. Possible walk? Nope, not this time. Paul Duca is going to get another base hit. Yeah, past the third baseman. No adjustment on the roll this time. Air and a ground ball. And that is going to be is hit into center field. No error on the play. And the runner will stop at second. So 2 men aboard again, but with 2 outs. It's up to Carlos Delgado for the Mets. He's going to get a swing on his card. And it's going to be a base hit. And a 6. Check the second die. The second die is lead runner. Okay, if the base runner is 3 or less, no. Roll of 6 on throw charts. Lead runner thrown out, but if the trailing runner base running is greater or equal to the roll, then he advances on the throw. So the lead runner is thrown out going home, which is going to end the inning. So it didn't matter after that what happens. So great play by the defense of the Cardinals, and we will stay scoreless after 2.5 innings. So it's Chris Carpenter now for his first at bat of the season. And it's going to be a ground ball to second. And we're back to the top of the order. David Eckstein. Eckstein waits on the pitch. Here it comes. It's going out to right field. Green making some good defensive plays out there for the Mets. And Preston Wilson grounds it to right, and it's a quick 1-2-3 inning. We go to the top of the 4th inning. And both of the pitchers have been in a little bit of trouble, but wild pitch, we can ignore him when it's on base. 1-6 is going to be a ballpark, and it's going to be a ground ball to second. Easy play for Kennedy. Moses Alou is going to get it grounded down to Pujols at first base. And it's Sean Green making all the good catches out there. And that's going to be a double by Green, her first extra base hit. So he's made some good defensive plays, and now he's on the board with the double. And Carpenter has to be careful now with Jose Valentin. We go back to Busch Stadium card. This is going into left field. And 9 is going to be a double, so back-to-back doubles, and the Mets have taken the lead. 1-0. And you have Tom Glavine coming up, who's not a bad hitter, a pitcher. And he doesn't strike out. Look at that. He only strikes out on a 1, which is crazy. And the Mets are going to take a 1-0 lead on back-to-back doubles by Green and Valentin. So we have the bottom of the 4th. Cardinals are down 1-0. Home run question mark. 1-16. That is in the wheelhouse of Tom Glavine versus a right-hander. So Albert Pujols, 1-17, and it is gone. And it is gone. And just like that, the Cardinals have tied this up on a big blast from big man himself, Albert Pujols. Albert Pujols will hit... Does it? Well, I don't want to click anything. Does it? We'll get his stats next time he comes up. So Tom Glavine gives up the big ball to Albert Pujols, and it's 1-1. 3-5 is a range play here. This is going to go to second base. It's Valentin. He is very good, and he's going to make the play. He only would make a play on a 6, so. Exceptionally good defender there. We have not had a single strikeout yet, which is 2007. There's a nice double by Yadier Molina. Nice double by Yanni. Jim Edmonds. And just as I said there's no strikeouts, guess what? We got a strikeout. So it's So Chaguchi here with 2 outs. And so, Sadis, and so it's a single. And Yanni is still slower than molasses. He needs a 3-6. He's only got a base running of 2. So guess what? Poor Yachty. He couldn't never run. That's his one weakness. He could never move very fast. And 2 strikeouts in the inning by Tom Glavine. Good thing I mentioned there was no strikeouts, because otherwise we would have probably never had a strikeout. So 1-1 after 4. Good game here in St. Louis. And we have a question mark 1-19. That is going to be a single off of Chris Carpenter's card. And another steal attempt. This time it's going to be a stolen base by Jose Reyes off on the pitch. And with nobody out, he's on second base already. 5-1 to LaDuca. That's going to be past rolling again, and the run will come in and score, and the Mets have taken a 2-1 lead. They're going to try the hit and run here with Carlos Beltran up. And he swings the ball and misses it. Strike 3. Range play at the ballpark. This is going to be to Pujols. Pujols is a great defender at first. He'll make the play, and that's going to do it. But the Mets take a 2-1 lead. And we go to the bottom of the 5th. Chris Carpenter will come out to hit. Error chance. This is going to be to Delgado. He needs a 5, and he gets the error. And it's a 1-base error as he boots the ball. And just like that, we could try the pickoff. It's a nothing. So we don't have to worry about that. David Eckstein. He's going to single into left field. Base runner will stop at second. So 2 men on for the Cardinals, trying to fight back right away against Glavine here. Strikeout chance, and he got him. Good pitch there, but here comes Albert Pujols. 1-5 by Albert. That's going to be fly ball into... Oh, he is a lefty, so that's going to be a double, actually. And 2 runs are going to score on the play. So Albert Pujols with a home run and a double, and he's broken this one open. giving the Cardinals a 3-2 lead. 6-3 is a automatic out. Fly ball into center field. 2-A. A walk. A will take the walk. So runners at first and second for Jim Edmonds. And a 20 does not make the 1-18, which is too bad because that's an automatic single we just missed out on. That would have been very nice. But he's still going to get the single, and scoring and advancing on the play are the Cardinals are now up 4-2. And Glavine shaking his head out there, not happy with the results that he's getting. They're going to leave him out there. Home run question mark, and maybe they shouldn't have let him out there because that is a golfer ball. Taguchi needs a 1-4 to enter a home run. 1-4? No, cannot do it. Going to be a ground ball. And I don't need to make any adjustments. But the Cardinals have taken a 4-2 lead here going into the bottom of the, top of the 6th inning. David Wright. Error on a throw. That's going to be a double. No error. So leadoff double. Moses Alou is up. We get a ballpark check. That's going to be in right field. 6-6. 6-6, all runners hold. So I think they all runners hold. So runners in the corners. They're going to go to double play death. They'll give up the run if they can get 2 outs. Carpenter in a little bit of trouble here in the top of the 6th. And he might throw a wild pitch. No wild pitch. Thank God we get to re-roll that. Hit by pitch. And no! He hit him again. Second hit, and that loads the bases with nobody out. Defense will go double play. Strikeout chance. Can they get him? No, they cannot get him. 2-1 against the righties. A ground ball to the first. Yes, they're going to try for the double play, and they are going to get it. So Pujols comes home. Molina throws it back. They get the 3-2-3 outs. Double play. And just like that, there's 2 quick outs and no runs across. And unfortunately, they're going to have to pinch hit for Tom Glavine, who sort my at-bats. There was a lot of at-bats. Let's just use Damon Easley. So Damon Easley is going to come in and pinch hit for the New York Mets. 2 men in scoring position against Carpenter trying to get through the top of the 6th. 3-1 strikeout chance, no, too high. The D20 has not been friendly. 3-3 is going to be fly to left, and Taguchi's going to make the catch. And that's going to do it. So we are going to the bottom of the 6th, and we need a new pitcher. The New York Mets are looking for Joe Smith. Joe Smith is going to come in and pitch for the New York Mets. Bottom of the 6th inning, 4-2 is your score. Joe Smith against Adam Kennedy. No walk chance. He's line it right down to third base. Carpenter. Carpenter. They're going to let Carpenter pitch another inning, I think. So they're going to let him have a chance to bat here. And it's going to be a base hit by Carpenter. Unbelievable. Then they're going to put on the hit and run. And they hit them. So 2 men aboard. Going to try the pickoff. Nothing happens. He has no rating there, so it didn't matter. Joe Smith. Ballpark for Preston Wilson. It's going to be a base hit, and Carpenter's going to come in and score. And the Cardinals take a 5-2 lead. Again, they would try the pickoff, but there's no result to happen there. But unfortunately, the Joe Smith will have to be pulled here. They are going to try. They're going to try Mota. Geraldo Mota is going to come in. 2 men on, still only 1 out. Strikeout chance, no, too high. And a double. Runner will stop at third, though, as Moses Alou will force it to. But another run in for the Cardinals. 6-2 is your score. Error chance. It's going out to right field. Green's a 1-4. No, it is an error. Sorry. 1-4. That is a 3. So it's an error. It's a drop ball, 1 base error. And when it goes bad, it goes really bad all of a sudden. The Cardinals have broken this one up 7-2. Strikeout chance is too high for Yachty, who's going to get a single. Runner will stop at second. Mota's not having much luck either. He will get the strikeout on Edmonds, though, for the second out of the inning, but it is 8-2. And a home run check. He's going to need a 1 or 2. He rolled an 18, so it's going to be a single, though. Coming into score, it's now 9-2. And they're just going to give up on this game and not go through their bullpen here in day 1 of the season. It is 9-2. It was supposed to be a very low-scoring affair, but the Cardinals, 5 runs on 5 hits and an error in the top of the bottom of the 6th inning was not a great inning for the Mets. RJL Network is probably already tuned out and not watching anymore, as his beloved Mets have decided to implode here in Game 1 of the season. Chris Carpenter back out, doing what he does best, managing the game. That's what he did beautifully for the Cardinals for all those years. He wasn't the best pitcher, but he managed the game and never let the game kind of get out of control for no reason. If you give up a couple runs, you give up a couple runs. As long as your team is scoring runs, it doesn't matter. And Carlos Beltran will get a single. A range play. This is Taguchi. He is 1-4, and he'll make the catch. Retire the side. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Carpenter's 2 up, so we're going to go ahead and pull him and bring in a pinch hitter. Again, we'll probably just sort by at-bats and just go in Aaron Miles. Aaron Miles will come in. And he's going to center field. 13 will be a fly ball. 5-3. No strikeout there of Eckstein. Ground ball down to right at third base. And a single to keep things going here. Pujols back up. This time he does strike out on the 1. He needs a 1. He rolled a 1. Unfortunately, that's going to do it. We need a new pitcher. And for the Cardinals, we're just going to make that Tyler Johnson. Johnson versus Wright. Who's going to be right on this? We go to the top of the 8th. Fly ball to right field. Moses Alou. Home run is outside the range, but he will get a single out of it. A strikeout by Johnson. And a fly ball to left field. So pretty good inning there by Tyler Johnson. We go to the bottom of the 8th. And Mota's day is probably going to be done. He's seen enough. We're going to bring in Aaron Seeley. And he's immediately going to give up a home run chance. No, strikeout. If it's not a strikeout, then it's a possibility of a home run. Is that what that means? It's not a strikeout. The number's too high. So I guess we'll just roll in his card and see what happens. Ground ball to second. Didn't matter. It's 9-2. It's not like it's the 7th game of the World Series here. So walk by Molina. He's aboard. A no walk this time to Edmonds. He's going to fly ball to right field. And Taguchi here. Ground ball to second. So, Seeley. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and pull Seeley. Ruben Gate against Tyler Johnson. Range play. It's going to take it down to Roland. Roland's going to make the play. Tyler Johnson going strong here. Fly ball to left field. And the Duca is going to be fly ball to left field. So 3 really good outings there. And that is it. That is the ball game. I didn't even realize that was the top of the 9th already. 2007 St. Louis defeats 2007 New York Mets 9-2. St. Louis wins. St. Louis wins. And yes, I'm a St. Louis Cardinals fan. Always have been. But it's just random how it was the first game of the season for these teams. And I thought it would be a good matchup. Carpenter and Glavine. And it was a great pitching matchup until about the 5th inning when the Cardinals scored 3 runs in the 5th and 5 runs in the 6th inning to kind of blow this game open. Otherwise, it was 1-1 after 4. So Chris Carpenter goes to 1-0. Tom Glavine goes to 0-1. Albert Pujols with the only home run for either team. And we will save the game statistics in case we decide to continue anything in 2007. I love that song. Well, anyways, thanks you so much for joining me tonight for some Inside Pitch Baseball. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Always good to get this one back to the table and play it for you guys. Again, I'm still under the weather a little bit, so I didn't want to do anything too manual on moving pieces on the table and all that, and flipping cards and rolling dice. So the digital actually does a great job for me helping that, and I love the digital version. It makes playing the game so much easier and so much better. So thanks so much. If you enjoyed it, hit the like button. I know it wasn't the greatest game in the world, but it was a good look at 2007. And remember, we only had 2 or 3 strikeouts the whole game, which was crazy how low the numbers were in 2007 and the amount of people striking out compared to, say, 2017 or 2027. It's a big difference. Inside Pitch, great game, great system. Highly recommend you check it out. And if you're a baseball sim guy, give it a whirl and see what you think of it. Until next time, my friends, you take care of yourselves. Have a wonderful night, and hopefully a couple more days we'll be getting a little bit better. Don't forget, on Thursday, we actually have our top 100 games of all time countdown, number 40 down to 31 with Phoenix Knight on the channel at 8 o'clock. And then Wednesday night, I'm getting together with Mike Butterjelly, and we're going to be playing a game online together. Details of that to come soon. So that's going to be Thursday. That's going to be Wednesday night at either 7 or 8 o'clock, depending on whatever works best with his schedule. I'm not sure yet what time we decide to work out. But it's going to be a cooperative online experience game, and I'm really looking forward to playing some more games with Mike. I know I wasn't sure about how I was going to be feeling, so I postponed it till at least Wednesday to see if I can get to be feeling better by then. All right, guys. Well, thanks so much for watching. That's what we got coming up, and we'll see you guys soon. Take care.